Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Rufio Phoenix, and today is going to be yet another thought log. I'm going to be pumping out a bunch of these because I want to get a playlist of these going. But today I decided I kind of wanted to go over something that has been troubling me or bothering me for a little bit of time. And it is that there are people who still genuinely believe that there is no point to life. And that is very nihilistic. And I get it. I get it. Okay, I get it. Sometimes it seems pointless or hopeless, but there's always a point. Just like there's always a way to win. So, if you believe there's never a point, I want to go through some things that I think about that I decided to think about this because realistically, if there is no point, then why do we do anything? You know, if there's no point, then why do we do anything? Why do we have expectations? Why do we have people who judge? Why do we have people who perceive? Why do we all consider that it's completely possible that we perceive with our minds and judge with our eyes? Or why do people not find reason to give purpose to those things, you know? Like, for example, this microphone. Sure, it's old and has been with me for a very long time, but it is still a very decent, a very nice, a very good microphone. It's been with me this long and is quality audio. And this is a brand new camera. I did it for a long time, and I still will find uses for my Logitech C920. But she's getting ready to go, so rest in peace, homie. But, you know, it's kind of like you give something purpose, and through doing things and interacting with those things, regardless of what they are, they gain purpose, and you build a love for those things, right? Well, with nihilists, they think there's no point to anything, there's no meaning to life, and there is definitely a meaning to life. There's definitely a meaning to life, and I'll get into that a little later. But for those of you who believe this, I want to propose that I challenge the way you think. I want to challenge the way you think because I would hope that this would help you a little bit. I want to believe that this will help you a little bit. If there wasn't a point to some things and that it's just decadence for the sake of decadence, well, then that's just people being belligerent. Really, that's what it stems down to. That's people being belligerent because this is most likely women, and that probably stems to some of the secrecy you hold, and I would encourage you to voice some of your experiences. But with that said, if something is truthfully pointless, well, I disagree. I'm like, sure, you can pose the argument. I've heard this comedic satire before. Have you ever heard the story of the pointless knife? It's a knife without a tip. I was like, I get it, but it still has a point, doesn't it? Otherwise, it wouldn't have an edge. Otherwise, so it can still cut. You know, that's optimism. But I get it. A lot of people think that there is no point and that there's no real point to life or meaning, and that's very agnostic and atheistic. And an agnostic's nemesis is a doomsayer. And if you're going to continue down this road, you're condemning yourself. You are your own micro nemesis. So please reconsider. I implore you to reconsider with the utmost of compassion. I really encourage you. Please reconsider. Give purpose to the things around you. This might help to quell some of the problems you may experience. And it may bring life back to you. It did me. So it did this for me, and hopefully will continue to, because I need this right now. And I would hope that it would do the same for you. But yeah, it's like, you know, if you don't give meaning or purpose to something, if you feel like something's pointless, like for example, I play on keyboard and mouse predominantly, but I still have a very nice controller sitting right here that I will occasionally swipe over and play some Destiny or drive around in Cyberpunk with. But and yes, I do plan to bring back the Cyberpunk streams, but that's a little off topic. But I mean, like, I guess at this point you just have to give it purpose. Like, for example, yes, I don't frequently use the controller as much as I used to when I was playing Xbox, but I still have a purpose for it. It still serves a purpose and a function, and it is there when I need it, of course, and that's a good thing. It's always good. It's always good to have help where you thought you might not need it. It's always good. And I guess that's a good thing to really consider, because a lot of people would be off on this. They would say, oh, well, there's no point. There's no reason for life. Blah, 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 blah. But that's not true. That's definitely not true. There's a meaning to life, just as there is the heaviest matter in the universe. You cannot disagree with these facts. And for an agnostic who may be nihilistically challenged, or maybe they hold prevalence within these values, but I disagree with them, and I would hope that you could at least hear my side and hopefully find some help within that. If something doesn't have a meaning or a purpose, then it needs a purpose, and that is something that I believe should be left to the newly considered owner to give that thing a purpose, to form and shape. You know that whole quote from Bruce Lee: "Be formless, be shapeless, be malleable," right? Be all of those things. Because it's sort of like what is it? A bowl is most useful when it is empty. And I agree. I agree with that. Sure, you can put food in it, it's already clean, but when you're done eating out of it, you can then clean the bowl and then put it back, and then it's usable again. It's renewable. So I guess at this point, really this boils down to, if you disagree with the need for philosophy and subsidize for need for facts, I can understand that you might be considerably confused. And I think you should start by giving things around you purpose or meaning that helps you to guide. You know, I've already done this, so, you know, like with this microphone, I shall be able to share my experiences with my subscribers on YouTube or such and so. That I really think that's as easy as you can get it, and it should really bring benefit to you. So maybe you listen, maybe you don't. Anyway, this is just another thought log. Hope you enjoy. Take it easy, and there is always a point, even when the point is so blatantly simple as it's something for the sake of something. There's always a point. Just like there's always a punchline in comedy. Anyway, take it easy. I'll see you later. I'm Rufio Phoenix. I hope that you enjoyed Stay Awesome and a Ninja. Peace.
Where are you?